When it comes to climate change, I don't know. I'm just gonna before even going to the articles, because I mean I'm not gonna read them. There's gonna be more of a discussion in regards to you know climate change and the way the way people to go about it, right? For example, when it comes to climate change, do you believe it? I'm not necessarily. I'm generally asking you a question here. I'm not trying to try to sway you to my side, but just to begin the conversation is: do you believe in climate change? If you do, what are some ways we can start doing it? Right? Well, what is we can start combating climate change? If not, do you think that it's a hoax, or do you think that it's pointless to fight climate change altogether, considering that it's very egotistical of us to assume that that we for some reason are capable of destroying the earth for some reason? Like I said, you know, it's just a question. Like, do you think it's real? If not, why? Oh, and if you think that, or even then, like if you don't care about climate change as much, let's say you don't care about it because you don't believe in it, or you just don't, you just think it's pointless to fight it, right? But another question I want you to add to that I want to ask you genuinely, and hopefully you guys can answer in the comment section is: do you believe we should have a cleaner environment, cleaner parks, cleaner water supplies, right? Like, do you think we should have a cleaner environment and protect it, and in order to preserve like the very like things called nature, right? Do you think we should preserve it? Now, when it comes to my opinion, I wouldn't say I don't believe in climate change per se, but again, I would say I kind of do believe it. But I think that fighting climate change itself is really pointless, because the climate of the earth has changed countless times. For example, the ice age is a good example. The earth has gone through multiple phases, from being literally a planet that couldn't sustain any form of life, and then suddenly becoming a planet that is growing with life, from deer to fish to human beings, right? And to some degree, I feel like the planet goes through different stages, to the point where a certain species serves its purpose, and then all of a sudden, nature, nature takes its course. Those species become extinct. Now, in my case, I think that hurricanes and stuff like that, I don't think we can combat those things. I think that at some point, we as human beings are either going to evolve to the point where we're actually able to, we're able to adapt, as the planet changes as well, or maybe the planet is gonna, something like 2012, someone, right? In the sense that the planet, is gonna eventually get rid of us, but not destroy the planet. Because again, I believe that the planet will still be here, 2 million years from now. But I don't think it's gonna be humans destroy it. It's gonna be more of of the planet just simply just there, right? Because I mean, usually, I mean, in some degrees, a lot of scientists even argue that the sun, our star in the solar system, it is eventually going to expand. It's gonna expand. It's eventually gonna die off. Therefore, the planet will still be here, but life in many cases will cease to exist. In many cases, humans are gonna be like when we become extinct, unless we choose to increase our technological prowess in terms of colonizing other planets. But that's more like sci-fi fiction, science fiction stuff, which I'm not gonna get to. But do you think we should have a cleaner environment? With me, I believe yes. I do prefer a cleaner environment. I like going to a city park and not see trash everywhere. I like going to a pool, or I like going to a river and enjoy it. I like going to the beach, and when I go fishing, I like going to the pier. And one thing that I hate going to the pier sometimes is that sometimes I hate fishing up trash from the oceans, because I want to catch fish. I want to eat fish. I do not want to catch cans of beer or plastic bags that are gonna get tied up on the hooks of my of my line. I do not like that. But I do want is a cleaner environment. However, when it comes to Extinction Rebellion, when it comes to people that follow Greta Thunberg, I can get behind a cleaner environment, sure. But the way you do it is not by blocking intersections. The way you don't do it is by literally trying to affect the commuting routes of the working class. Like I told you, a lot of people, the majority of them, they just want to survive. They want to survive day to day. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? That's up to you. But people have jobs. People have to take care of the other individuals. Blocking intersections doesn't make you look good. It makes you look bad. It really does, because when people see you and say, "Who are these people blocking this intersection?" You're gonna find out Extinction Rebellion, and then it's not gonna help their cause. People are gonna remember Extinction Rebellion, and they're gonna say, "Oh, it's gonna be those jerks who blocked off the intersection while I was on my way to work. Why would I bother supporting them?" While you can say that yes, a clean environment is a noble cause, and I do agree, the way you're executing your message isn't helping you. Like I said, a lot of problems that I have with the left, man, is that not the message, but the way they're executing their message. And it's not one that I can get behind. To some degree, yes, I do believe a cleaner environment is important. I do not want to go to a park and step on glass. I do not want that. I want to be able to run around I want to run around a park, not have to worry about stepping on glass or seeing human feces in the grass. I do not want to deal with that. I want to deal with a clean environment. But blocking intersections doesn't help your cause. It makes you look worse and it hurts you. So like I said, this is an article, like I said, from a man. This is in Canada. He basically, Extinction Rebellion decided to block an intersection, and the guy was furious. Again, I'm going to read a little bit of the article. I'm going to show you the video. So, a rape man broke up a line of Extinction Rebellion protesters who were trying to block a busy intersection in Edmonton, Canada, as onlookers cheered. Footage of the incident shows climate change activists blocking a road while holding a banner that says, "Walk, don't talk." Okay. Like I said, I could say, yeah, walk, don't talk, right? I can get behind that. Instead of talking about it, just do it. But what does blocking an intersection help against climate change? In fact, the only thing you're doing is making it worse because cars are sitting idle. They're using more gasoline, which is a fossil fuel. They're creating more carbon emissions, therefore hurting the climate. That's what your argument is, right? So how does that help your message? How does that help your cause? I tell you what, it doesn't. Like I said, I can say walk the talk, walk, don't talk. Yes. Wait, what? Yeah, walk talk. People can talk and talk and talk, but can you actually do what you're trying to propose? Actions speak louder than words. Well, I can get behind a cleaner environment. Blocking intersection doesn't help you. Okay, but let's see what this is. A tweet from Ian Miles Chong. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I have not my intention to mispronounce names, but here's a video. I'm gonna show you the two videos from two different angles. One from the onlookers, the other one from one of the protesters. So this is the video from that they recorded. So it says, "Everyone's tired of Extinction Rebellion. When these activists tried to block the intersection, a hero came up to them, grabbed their banner, and threw it away. And yes, everyone clapped." So let's see what's going on.
I'm not employed.
There you go. He's yelling.
I seriously want to go down and yell.
Alright, so you clearly see these people getting mad already. Like, literally, they're blocking an intersection.
That was very anticlimactic. Damn it.
Should we call the police on them, all honesty, at this point? Yeah, I think we should.
I mean, what? It's just one line anyway. I don't like. They're literally blocking one side of the traffic, like not the other. So I was like, I would still be pretty pissed off though.
The second one for me, and over there, the one with the punk haircut.
Yeah, so like I said, so they're pretty much blocking the intersection, forming a human chain, pretty much. And then, yeah, and you can hear car honking too.
She needs a new brain.
This one was going out there. She's yelling at her.
Yeah, look, see, like people are already going out and they're getting mad and they're just literally trying to just do their regular activities. Which I don't blame them. I mean, some people have to go to work. People have other things to do than just simply just protest and block other people's commuting routes. So, all I see is just more talking. The lady in the front apparently is probably telling them something. I can't hear them. Can't hear from their audio. Okay, so yeah, that guy ends up taking his side and just throws it away.
One guy took their side.
That guy's mad. He's furious at this point. And he literally just takes it.
Sorry.
They're furious at this point. Look, traffic is ongoing. They don't care. They want to get to work.
I mean, she kind of set herself up for that.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah,
someone was talking right now.
He grabbed the poster, threw it over, and then destroyed one girl's phone.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
She's freaking out. She's throwing a little hissy fit because someone told her, took her phone and threw it. It's like, come on, what do you expect?
That was fucking amazing. That guy's my hero. Dude, I'll show you the video, dude.
You got that on video?
Again, if that was me in the traffic, if that was me getting blocked on my way to work, I would be pretty pissed off too, and I would actually be thankful of the guy who did that. And you can clearly tell from this simple video, this guy one guy went in, broke up the chain, and you can tell that they don't bother trying to block it again. This is how weak-willed these people are, because if they truly believed in their message, they would do everything in their power to block traffic again. But they didn't. And that's what I found really interesting, is that these individuals, they think that they're doing the right thing, but when you do not continue to do what you think is the right thing, then it makes you come next question. Do you really believe in that statement? But here's another example. Forget work for a minute. What if you're on the way to traffic, right? You say your child just got it needs to go to the hospital. Or let's say your wife is in labor, she needs to go to the hospital. And you have these people blocking one of the routes to the hospital. And then next thing you know, let's say your child dies because, you couldn't get to the hospital in time. Or your wife, she dies because she didn't get the medical assistance she needed, to deliver the baby, right? What's gonna come to your mind when you think of Extinction Rebellion at this point? Oh, it's gonna be those jerks that costed my son's or my child's life because they blocked, the intersection. So how does that help your cause? I can get behind a cleaner environment, sure, definitely. But this doesn't help your cause when you're blocking intersections. A good example, it says walk, don't talk. Well, I say the exact same thing to these people. Why is it that when a conservative, and again, it doesn't, I don't even care about, I don't care why, I don't care about his stance, but why is it that a conservative does the things that these people try to preach? You see, this individual gathered 200 volunteers and cleaned up LA, like a certain part of LA. Apparently they ended up cleaning like 50 tons of trash. This same area before they decided to clean up, and this is after. This is what I like. This is what I can get behind. Even though I might not agree with the guy who organized this in terms of political and 100%, what I can get behind is, yes, cleaner streets, cleaner sidewalks, cleaner parks. That I can get behind. But blocking intersections, blocking people's commuting routes isn't helping your cause. It makes you look worse, and it makes people hate your movement in general. Look at another example in London. These people are trying to block a train. They're basically standing on top of a train, which a lot of people in London used to commute to work. And people aren't having it. They have to go to work. They have to pay the bills. So what's the response? Well, it just turns out that this individual ends up getting dragged off the train, and people are furious. So let's look at this video. This one I haven't seen. But look, this is obviously, business as usual. And the thing, like I said, you want to protest, fine, but don't interrupt other people's daily activities. If you want to hold a rally, do it, do it the proper way. A city permit or somewhere, or a city organized event, not just an improvised out of the blue type of thing. But look, these people are mad. I would be pretty mad too. If I have to go to work and I'm late, I'll be pretty pissed off. Yes, these people, again, a lot of people, all these people trying to get to work, and they can't. Because these two people think that it's more important to, to protest the climate for some reason. But yeah, that's the very beginning. That's when they're really standing. I think they have a video when they actually, okay, so yeah, this is the one when I think they start getting really violent. Look, they take down the banner. So they take down the banner, they open the trains, and look what they do to these people, look. Look what they do. It's really, look, see, they start throwing stuff at them. They try kicking them, and look, they drag them down. See, look. I'm just gonna stop the video right there, so because I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything like that. But this is what happens when your activities literally disrupt the daily, the daily activities of other people. I can get behind a clean environment, sure, but blocking people's commuting routes, I don't care. I don't care if you're protesting the environment, but if you're ruining, and they're not even ruining, but preventing me from doing my regular routine activities such as going to work. Or let's say you're trying to block, let's say, your protest results in blocking the street that I need to go to take someone to the hospital or to school or something, and you think it's appropriate. No, I don't care what side you're on. I don't care if you're conservative and you're blocking the street. I don't care if you're liberal or blocking the street, or you're trying to block my commuting routes. I don't care. I will get out and I will literally break that protest myself because I have things to do. I have bills to pay. I have a lot of things I need to do in order to survive in this world called life, right? A lot of people don't care about these things, not because they don't want to, but because they have other things that are prioritized. Some people have families to feed. Some people have rents to pay, and they don't like it when people like Extinction Rebellion and other groups think that it's okay to ruin, not even ruin, but negatively affect the commuting routes of these individuals. Another example, for example, Black Lives Matter. This is from a few years ago. It's from like 2016. But again, this example is these individuals and the blocking of freeway. How would you feel? Like I said, I can get behind fighting for equal rights when it comes to race. I can get behind that. I think that yes, racism is a bad thing. But you want to know how you do not combat racism? By blocking a street, not even a street, a highway, a freeway. And you're negatively affecting people that have nothing to do with the problem. That's the thing. You're literally, your protests are negatively affecting people that do not have anything to do with the problem you are fighting against. That's the thing. These people do not have anything to do with the problem. So what do? They block the street, and this is the type of thing that happens. Look. So what ends up resulting is this individual. I'm gonna have to lower the volume because it's too loud. So this is what happens. These individuals block the street, and people at one point say enough is enough. So what happens? This happens. That's what happens. They say, screw it, I'm done, I have to get to work, I have to take the horse to the hospital, whatever the circumstance is. People say, screw this, I have to do what I have to do, and that is get to work. And if I have to benefit you people, then so be it. That's the type of people that end up getting pissed off. And that guy, that person, I want to say, I'm not going to assume it's a guy or a girl, but in general, that individual is going to remember Black Lives Matter and say, oh, those were the jerks who blocked the freeway. And this resulted in me getting late to work, etc., etc. I'm not gonna repeat everything again, but you get the point. When they hear Black Lives Matter, they're gonna think, oh, it's those jerks who blocked the freeway, not the ones who are fighting for for racial equality or racial justice. No, it's gonna be those jerks who blocked the freeway. And again, back to the one with the guy who breaks up the sign. There's the other perspective, right? There's the other perspective from one of the protesters. So. Again, I do not want to get copyright strike, but I'm just gonna play a little part of the video where what he actually says. Look. I'm gonna put up the volume. So that's when he throws the sign, and what he says struck me. Like,
go to work. Get the fuck out the way. Get the fuck out the way.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get, deranked because of the guy said curse word. But like I said, I have to get to work. Get the F out of the way, and that's what a lot of people have to do in the daily lives. The regular individuals, the day-to-day individuals who try to do, try to go to work, try to something like that. These people have jobs to do. They have lives outside of this. If you want to make a protest, by all means, do it in an organized way. Go at a town hall or make an organized event that's literally approved by the city. Going into these areas, literally out of the blue, doesn't help your cause. Blocking intersections doesn't help your cause. Like I said, I can get behind a clean environment. Like I said, maybe you guys might believe climate change. Some of you guys might not, and that's okay. I'm not here to preach about you, and I'm not gonna preach about why you should join my side, but. The thing that I want you to tell me is, do you believe we should have a cleaner environment in the sense of, cleaner parks, cleaner streets, and etc., right, etc., clean water, clean water, like drinkable water, because we need water to survive. Can you get behind those things? And if so, do you think the way these people are going about it is not effective, and in fact is making them look worse? I think it does make them look worse, because again, like I said, if that was happening in my city where I'm on my way to work, and then it turns out they're blocking the intersection because they want to protest climate change, I'm sorry, but I'm going to get out of my car and I'm going to break up that protest because I have things to do. I have bills to pay and I have to go do my job. I'm sorry. But for me, my bills, my problems come first, and if you're if you're literally trying to prevent me from solving my problems first, then we're gonna have a problem. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys really believe in climate change, or do you think that, or you think it's a hoax? But overall, do you agree with the idea we should have a cleaner environment in terms of parks, streets, etc., drink clean water, and all those other things? Can you get behind that? And if so, do you think that the way Extinction Rebellion is going about it, do you think this is a good method of trying to get the message across and making them look good? Or do you think this makes them look like the bad guys in the entire story? Let me know what you guys think about this. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And after that, hit the notification button as well. That way you never miss an upload. But unfortunately, it's YouTube. It makes things complicated. Unfortunately, I've gotten some messages from a few friends who are subscribed to the channel already that some of my notifications that are sent out are going directly to spam. So if you're a returning subscriber or you just barely subscribe, just bookmark the page, check on it on a daily basis. I try to upload on a daily basis, sometimes every 2 days, depending on how busy I am. But again, let me know what you guys generally think about this, because if you don't want to subscribe, that's okay. I'm not here to force you to subscribe. But if you think this video is worthy of sharing, and you think this discussion is worthy of being talked about, share the video, because that helps me bypass all of YouTube's restrictions when it comes to independent political commentary, considering that they now want to prop up corporate media. Like I said, if you think this video is worthy of sharing, share it with your friends, share it on social media with your family members, anyone you think that you might like this video. And honestly, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because this is something that is literally affecting all of us. Regardless of whatever side of the aisle you're on, this is going to affect all of us at some point. I'm pretty sure at one point you're going to have to deal with these types of people who are fighting for the climate change and in a cleaner environment, but are blocking intersections and are affecting your lives in a negative way. Okay? But again, let me know what you guys think about this. Okay? Have a good rest of the night, you guys. Stay awesome.